Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Version 1, a podcast where interesting people come to talk about their creative process, imposter syndrome, inspiration, failures along the way, and much more. I'm your host, Waverly. We are at my friend's basement studio in Bushwick, Brooklyn, and you can follow the show on Instagram at Version 1 Podcast, subscribe to our Substack, version1podcast.substack.com, and I'm also on buymeacoffee.com/Waverly Colville. You can listen to this episode normally or head over to YouTube to watch the video version and leave us a nice review. I am here with my guest this week, Passport and Stamps, Toti and Ale. Hi guys, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
With you.
Can we start with just having you guys introduce yourselves?
Oh, that's always a tricky part. we don't love to talk about us in any way, but we are content creators. We won't do define us as a content creators more than influencers. We run social media channels, several travel blogs, and we talk everything about authentic experiences, how to manage the journeys as a couple, and how to get deeper into the culture of a place. And so far, so good.
Yeah, we're based in London. We met in London, and it's been like this for the past 10 years. Yeah.
Awesome. I can't wait to dive into all of that with you guys. To get the audience caught up with how we met. We met on a press trip a year and a half ago to Sri Lanka. It was 2 weeks, I think, right? And it was like we were brought all around the country. I think it was a group of maybe 8 or 10 of us. And so, we had such a good time there. I had so much fun with you guys. It was a great trip. So that's how we met.
Yeah, it was definitely. Yeah, actually,
it was one of the strangest trips in one of my favorite country with the best group ever.
Yeah, we had a really nice group. We had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by strange?
Oh, I remember many things about the trip, like the high, the low, and even when we find ourselves in the middle of the jungle in I would say
Ella.
In Ella, and I cannot say that was a cable car because I didn't.
Yeah. Oh my gosh!
It was like it was 30 meters high compared to below, and we could hear. I don't know if you remember, but we could hear just like water rushing, and we found out that was a full going on river 30 meters beneath ourselves, and we were just in this.
I don't want to call it cable car because it wasn't a cable car.
It was kind of a risky situation. I'm kind of glad we did it in the dark because I think if I saw it in the light, I would be really scared. But really quickly, just so the audience knows. So part of our trip, we were staying at this like jungle resort. And to get to the jungle resort, first you had to take like a 45-minute like 4x4 like ride through this like jungle path. So it was super bumpy. And then you get on this cable car over this giant river. And it's hard to describe, but it was a very scary situation. But we all made it out alive.
Yes.
I remember our good friend Skora, the last word saying, my will is on ocean. And this one give the idea of the risky situation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And that trip was a lot of fun, very adventurous, a lot of mishaps along the way, but a lot of fun had for sure. And it's been really cool following your journey through the last year and a half and seeing all the content you post. Before we started recording, we were talking about your big trip to Morocco and everything else you guys have been doing. So I can't wait to dive into all of that with you guys. But before all of this happened, before Passport and Stamps and all your other travel content that you guys have done, I want to go all the way back to when you guys were kids. What did you want to be when you were growing up?
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a tough one.
For Ed, it's a tough one. For me, not that much.
Well, no, I mean, I always told my mom, like, I want to travel. That's it. Like, I even don't know why, because when I was back in high school, I wasn't really good in foreign languages because I studied foreign languages back in high school. So French, English, and Spanish. And I wasn't really good at it. But I always said, no, I just want to travel. I just want to go everywhere. And actually it came true. So I think, that's what I wanted to be. Just traveling the world. I don't know about you, though.
Oh, I mean, I've got, it kind sounds a little bit strange, but I took my first flight when I was 18 years old. So I didn't have passport until I was 27. So it gets long way to go from 0 to 45 countries in a few years. And I start things is that I've always been want to be a journalist. And I remember that I was 16 years old. I was already lined up which university I want to go to study journalism. I did that in my first, I would say, other life. And then I turned everything in travel journalism, in photography, in just exploring and telling the journey and what I see with my eyes. That's the thing. That's why I say it's more easier for me, because I knew already from several years what I want to do.
You're the smarter one.
Not in travel.
And you guys both grew up in Italy, right? But you didn't know each other until you were adults in the UK, right?
Yeah, she was quite a kid when she came in the UK.
Yeah, I was like a kid when I came into the UK. So, but yeah, we met here in London. I think the age difference gap. Yeah. We would never meet in Italy, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So, yeah.
And then how did you guys first get started in creating travel content and travel blogging and all of that?
Actually, he started everything. So, because he wanted just to share, with friends and family at the beginning, the places that he has been. And I was kind of pushing him, like, I didn't know anything about, like, zero, no idea about, writing, all this kind of stuff. And so he pulled out the website and he went for the first time in 2017, I think, to a travel conference here in the UK. And kind of gave him, the push.
I met several people, very cool people that some of them are still in my journey today. So, and they literally inspired me to continue to write, and it became like daily ritual. It was like a compulsive things to put yourself out into the world and express what you have seen and the way that you have experienced that. It's not everybody has got their own experience, so I might have my voice in it.
Yeah, absolutely. When did you realize that travel could actually be a career? Because this industry that you guys are in is relatively new, Like when I was a kid, I'm 29. So like growing up in like the 90s and early 2000s, if you say like, oh, I want to like get paid to travel, that wasn't really a thing back then, like this part of this like career is new. So how did you figure out, because you guys have been doing this for so long and you guys were probably very early in to this industry that's now huge. So how were you figuring it out in the early days?
Oh, that was hard. It's still hard today, but it was hardest because you had to go to knock every single door. And before you start to talk about business, you need to educate about what you do, the way that you do, how you make money, because it's always and it's still the question: how do you make money in such an industry? Early days, I remember exactly which one is the date when we decided that it could be our career, and was 28 December 2018. And I remember this one because some dates it never gets away from you.
True.
And we were working on two jobs, basically one job plus this one on the spare time and the weekend. Every single weekend, there was no weekend off at the time, and we were working at Starbucks, and we start to make a few $100.
Yeah, from the website.
And we decide, okay, let's take 5 months from now, we quit the job and we moved to Spain the first time.
Yeah.
And was for summer holidays vacation, working on the travel blog at that time.
Mm-hmm.
That
was the year that then we got out our first press trip.
Yeah, and then actually
two press trips.
Yeah, actually was the first year that we went to Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So 3 press trips, sorry.
Yeah.
Because then we went to Trentino and then we went to Hamburg.
It was crazy. One rolled up after another, and our decision seems like, we are making it.
At the right time, Brian. Yeah.
And how long have you been... Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
How long had you been blogging before you started to see those early days of success of like being invited on press trips and maybe making a little bit of money? How many years of work did that take?
Was 1.5 years.
Yeah.
When we make the decision, it was 2 years when we quit everything.
Yeah.
And she came on board just like, I would say, later on. I was like, I think that December was when she was getting fully on board.
Yeah.
In the journey, and wasn't still, because then she came just in 2019, just when we were in Malaga. She started to work
Working full
actively.
time,
Yeah.
Understanding how things works and stuff.
She has never done such a job before. She didn't know anything about social media, and these was the things. Now there is educational products everywhere. You go on YouTube, you find a lot of guides and
Tutorials,
your updates, tutorials and stuff. Back then there was not that much of that stuff, so you had to learn from scratch by yourself, mistakes a lot, and keep doing.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys really had to pave your own path because there wasn't all the resources and education that there is now. And there weren't like probably millions of bloggers like there are now. Like there's so many content creators, especially ones that travel. So that's cool that you guys were one of the originals and got to carve your own path.
The good thing is that there were so many people doing it back then, so having the community kind of helped as well. We met so many incredible people that we're still friends now, and they helped us a lot. I still remember one of our friends said, why you want to do this job? And his answer was because when a friend's called to grab a beer, I want to close the laptop and go. I was like,
I want freedom.
Yeah, I want freedom. Okay, I like that. So having the community, the power of networking helped us a lot. So for that, we are grateful for. So I think it's a mix of, few different things. Because of course, if you're not passionate about, you're not gonna do it anyway. So like you need to love it. So you just can't take the leap and then see how it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's neither that we choose the path. It's almost the paths that
Choose
cross
that,
us all the time. It's like, if I don't open my laptop and I don't start writing something for every day, for me it's like I'm missing something. It's kind of that. And I'm more analytical person. So this one really fulfill my days, whatever. I have to, now we are on the path to completely gets away from work sometimes, to try to get our brain somewhere else, because it's more work than because it's not work. Actually, it's what we are passionate about.
Yeah, totally. I want to go back to the first 1.5 to 2 years before you saw success. How did you keep up your motivation to write every weekend while balancing other jobs? Because I think that's kind of the state where a lot of people like start passion projects, but because they're not, overnight successes or something like that, like they kind of fall by the wayside. But it's amazing that you guys were able to stick with it. So what kept you motivated during those early days?
I wouldn't leave my job.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to find something that I actually love to do. I think I was reaching the limit, so I was like kind of pushing, and it kind of motivates me like to do more on this side project. And then we wanted to have the freedom to having the holiday whenever we want a holiday.
We never
go on holiday, but yeah, kind of that mindset. But like going to see our family whenever we want, not just that 28 days holidays. Kind of wanted to be flexible, and even the fact that we wanted to work from a different location as well, so not always being in London in the office. So kind of that motivates us. And
for me, the motivation was I want to build something that was mine. It was like that can be recognizable, that was made to build up from scratch, from zero to a hero. And this one gave me the chance to get myself fully hands-on on it. And that was one of the motivation. There was a lot of lows, and believe me, with every lows there was like a couple of days saying why I'm doing that. Because of course you put a lot of efforts and then nothing comes up. But it's exactly as the adrenaline pumps in you when there is a big win or even a small win. Your adrenaline will pump up and say, oh, I will do more. it's even today is exactly the same, with the little difference that before we were doing with the stability of a job, and now instead for us is we have a stability of a business that we create from scratch. So it's kind of completely different things, but you learn to go on with the waves, and more longer is the time that you spend on this job, more you became good at it.
Yeah.
I still have to learn a lot of things.
For sure. What were some of those lows in the early days, and how did you get past them or take a lesson from them and have them help you keep going? Instead of
she
quitting.
does in one way. We have two ways of manage energies, even flow in the work completely different. She managed in one way, and I learned that she knows when I'm crashing.
Yeah.
And she helped me. This is one of the good things when we talk about how is to travel, manage a business together. And work together.
Yeah.
It's literally be on a path together, and this means helping each other. I say my things. I'm more analytical. I'm scheduling everything. I've got my paths. I know that's a lot of things that I'm doing. Today I was telling to her, look, this article will never rank, but I need to write. It's boring. I have to write because otherwise the other will not rank. So these kind of things I learned with the time that I need to do in order to achieve something that is a little bit different.
Yeah.
And my lows comes with these times when I'm not motivated to write something, or I'm not motivated because maybe it's like Google updates comes in and we start to twist your energies.
Yeah, your motivation. You're like, why I'm still doing this?
And that point is hard. How I manage it, I just keep doing. It's now I learned that I need to keep doing. I need to understand when my brain is just crashing and I need to step over. I need to call a friend, let go, grab a beer, or go in something to do something fun. Or like now the trip in Morocco. I was just the first part of trip.
We were working. Yeah. The second part we were
second part almost a month just enjoying the whole trip. Yeah. I didn't open my laptop.
Well, Wi-Fi wasn't the best.
Yeah, somewhere the Wi-Fi wasn't the best as well. But literally, we didn't open the laptop that much compared to other times. So we are managing these up and lows even in this way.
And even trying to find a balance as well between work life, personal life, because it can be a lot. But yeah, sometimes I tend personally take everything personal. So like, even if I'm not going on a trip, I'll take it personal. I don't know why. I'm just like this. But I just, over the years, I kind of learned how to, manage things, maybe.
But she had to go even out of a crash, completely crash, burnouts.
Yeah.
And completely destroying moments.
Yeah.
To get to learn, to go through the waves and...
Yeah,
I remember
because you always think like you're not doing enough, or you're not good enough, or he's always there, or sometimes you're always comparing yourself to other people. All these kind of things, they're always on back of your mind, and then you're like, okay, maybe I just quit, or maybe no, I just keep going. So it's hard, but I'm actually glad that we have each other, because otherwise I don't know how we would end up.
Totally. It's great. It sounds like you guys really like balance each other out, and you guys are in a very unique position of being a couple, but a couple who's also traveling and working together. So what do you think is the biggest advantages of being in a romantic partnership while building, this travel company that you have, or any of the disadvantages?
I can be the boss. I can tell him off. Which is a really good plus. Sometimes it's really hard to find like the time to have like some personal time, like just me time without each other. But even some other times to find time between each other, like that is not work related. Sometimes when we're going out to grab a beer, just us, we're like, then end up talking about work, and we're like, let's not talk about work. So it's really easy to mix the two things up. But for sure, one of the good thing is that we have each other and we can support each other. So especially during the pandemic, when the situation was a bit awkward, we didn't know what to do, especially travel was nothing. So the good thing that we had each other, because otherwise we would have, I don't know, maybe crash, or I don't know, maybe not being in the UK, all these kind of things. And when you have like a solid relationship that is not just work related, it kind of helps. I don't know the laws for you.
No, I mean the app is that we manage work pretty well. I don't go in her things; she doesn't come in mine. That's
the rule.
Yeah, that's a silent rule. But it's more because I trust her in what she does, and she knows that I'm doing the best as I can. The laws on it is to be honest, yeah, maybe it's just like that. These affect a little bit the relationship sometimes because, of course, it's working life and travel and friends and stuff. It's exactly always the same and things. So sometimes we leave each other the space. Sometimes I go to work somewhere else by myself. So we are in completely two different spaces, and this helps a lot to continue because then we. Even the simple I got the bus I was running because the bus was early or things like that. It became like kind of a conversation in between, and this helps a lot. So we are going to get beers with friends, just going around walking, things like I get my camera sometimes and I get just by myself to get shooting somewhere. It's things helps, and even we take price trip by ourselves sometimes. I did recently. I did one in Italy by myself, just eating.
Oh, cool.
It was a good trip.
Yeah, sounds like, you guys really have to like kind of figure out the boundaries and separate them. But it's nice that I heard there's another couple who was on a podcast and they were talking about building a business together. And they were saying it's nice because you're pushing like the same boulder up the same hill, with your partner.
Yeah.
You're not like on different like wavelengths or trajectories. You have the same goals and things like that. But yeah, I can imagine it can also get hard, disconnecting the relationship from the work sometimes and having that like private personal time for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to dive a bit into your content and your creative processes behind it. So first of all, could we have you describe what all your different websites, because I know you guys have a ton of different websites, and also the brands behind them, especially to someone who hasn't seen your content before. What can they expect from you?
So many things. So we have now 4 websites. At first we started with a Italian trip abroad, but now we shift that one just on Italy content. So all things about Italy, food, travel, guides, itinerary, and
more deeper,
authentic experiences, just all about Italy. And it's doing pretty well after the Google update. So, and people love Italy, so why not? And then we have Passport and Stamps, which is more on the adventure, backpacking, and digital nomad. After spending 3 years in Asia.
It's more an adventure travel blog with deeper information.
Budget guides.
We often put some tips for couples that travel together as well. So it's very mixed with the destination that we love. And some of the best destination is Thailand, Vietnam. Those are the one with the best guides.
Let's say there's right now mainly focused on Southeast Asia content. We love Asia so much, and we're just pulling out all the content that we can. And we still, after 2 years, we still haven't wrote anything about Cambodia, for example. We still haven't started yet, or Malaysia. China. So we're still starting, and the content are just endless. So many places to be, and so many places we've been, and so many things to write about. And recently, actually, we opened up a new one, which is kind of like a still secret.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can.
We can drop about all things about Naples.
Italy.
Oh,
Italy?
cool.
It's actually the city where I born.
Cool.
So he wanted to pull out this website, and despite being really early stages, is starting to do stuff. Right?
Destination is it's very very hyped, trendy, and it's doing pretty well already. We haven't launched that one. I think you are the one of the first persons that we are saying about that.
Oh, exciting!
Yeah, it's just online, but it's not launched yet fully. We finish by I think October, November. We will do the launch of the website. But yeah, it's another website that we are doing, and we have another website that is called Curious Little Trips. But to be honest, I don't have time to go on it. It's really behind with the plan.
Yeah, mainly focusing on sustainable travel and
with authentic experiences like what we do, like we have done in Sri Lanka, the Aela per Aela, which is a beautiful festival that is going on from over 1,000 years. There is even near Pimbali, which is another great experience when it's their new year, and it's a day of silence. Nobody talks. Everybody is indoor. It's one of them. And so we give like guides and experiential guides about what we have done during that time in the locations.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, it sounds like you guys are very busy maintaining all of those different websites. And of course, you create a lot of content for social as well, which I know probably takes up a lot of time as too. Do you have any other like social channels or things like that too? Besides Instagram, I should say.
Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and Facebook.
I've got my beloved YouTube, which every now and then I drop a video, which goes okay.
Yeah, on YouTube, he used to publish a little bit more like long format, but then I'm just starting publishing shorts. They're doing really well, to be honest.
Yeah. We keep YouTube running with the shorts now.
Yeah, mainly with shorts, and it takes a lot of time. And let's say with social, the content is a little bit different. It's more like unfiltered travels, vlog style, more like taking you into the journey and useful tips to plan a trip to a destination. So, and photography, like I really loved when Instagram was just about photos. I loved photos, and
she's looking like a grandma now.
I know, the early days, but yeah, we are kind of trying to mix that up a bit, like with the videos and reels, because now they're trending. But I still love photos, like so that's why I'm putting in the mini guides, and actually that one is doing pretty well. So this kind of content are going on social. Yeah,
every single social media that we are on it with Passport and Stamp. Passport and Stamp is the one that
that's your main one, right?
Yeah.
Actually,
it's our flagship project. Is the one that's keep running, goes well, and is steadily growing.
Yeah.
That's
like
awesome.
Crazy.
That's awesome. Where do you guys find inspiration or ideas for what you want to make or what you want to write about?
Whoa.
It's more about the journey that we take, and then we decide what to write about. Or sometimes for a specific destination, for example, Morocco, when we searched up online, we couldn't find certain things. Or like even during our trip to China, we were looking for like what kind of apps they were working or not. So we couldn't find some articles that they were fulfilling, our questions. So, and then we're like, okay, so this one is one of the kind of articles that we're going to write up, or one of the videos that we're going to do.
Those are the more technical ones.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I compare now to the early days, we are passing from tapping on a new country all the time, or new location, new city, to going to places for experiences. I want to do exactly that. Like Morocco was a few experiences in my brain that I want. There was like a a couple of towns that are surfing spots, and I want to visit that. So we went straight away to Agadir instead of flying into Marrakesh like many do. So we went on the Atlantic coast to experience that for over a week.
Yeah.
Then we went up for Essaouira. We are fan of Games of Thrones, so we went to check the location and understand a little bit a different town in Morocco. Exactly the same. Most of the people go to
Agafay?
no.
No.
To Tangier. And instead, we went to Tetuan,
Yeah.
which is totally a Spanish city. I want to understand
Yeah.
everything about why it's that Spanish city there. What's the fuss about? And everybody speaks Spanish. So we went even on a B&B so we can talk with the locals a little bit more freely. We went to the desert, to both deserts. Like we went to the Sahara Desert, and then we went to the Agafay Desert, which is the one nearby Marrakesh. So I want to compare that one. That's why I'm talking about. We are going more for the experience to understand, give our point of view, what we really and truly felt when we were in different places, and can compare it. So it's the inspiration comes more about seeing the destination. I watch YouTube a lot. There is a lot of creators that I love on YouTube, and I go there. I get like, oh, I want to see this. I want to get this angle. I wanna explore.
Yeah.
We love road trips, so this one is always the joints to the diversity of a country. So that's why we did 21 days driving in Morocco like crazies.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like you do a mix of like searching for things that you're interested in and then actually living out the experience and then drawing from that to create your content and write your articles. Once you have a bunch of ideas, like what's your internal system to, getting everything done? Because I know writing articles, creating content, like that's so much work and there's a lot of different moving parts. So how do you guys work internally to once you have the ideas?
We created a beautiful thing which is called Notion dashboard.
I love Notion.
Yeah. So basically everything is there. Our life is there. Everything. So
literally we are on Notion from past 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
I remember now. Literally I try to build up the perfect setup.
Yeah,
for
we
us.
created this dashboard. I've got the social dashboard. He's got the SEO and for the articles, and everything is linked with each other. And we got the ideas, the in progress, the done, the calendar. So one needs to go out, one needs to be done. If, for example, there is an idea that I want to shoot, for example, for a video, is everything there, and then I've got the reminder that we need to do that.
She puts there everything like voice
invoices, money in, money out, expenses, literally everything. So we kind of, after the creative process, like, oh, I want to do this. Once the idea comes up, we put it on Notion. So we put it on Notion, and then in the description, we're like, okay, so what I need for this, for example, I need to shoot this, and this. This is at the location, potential music, for example, and same thing for the article. So like the headlines. Then he takes notes when we are going around. So everything
I do a kind
easier.
of diary when we are going around. I get notes, names of people, because I'm really bad with names. So if I don't note down, I forget after 1 second.
So it's easier when then he writes down the guides. Then we save all the places that we've been on our Google map. So we've got all the places we eat, where we stayed, where we went for drinks, everything. So then when it comes to create the reel or the articles, it comes really easy because we got everything noted down.
And I use another app which is called Miro, which creates for you. You create, that doesn't do by itself, but basically you can create this little map with all clouds and I put inside the articles topics that I want to talk about, so link each other. So I go from one topic to the rest, and this keep my mind a little bit more. I don't know. It can sound weird, but my brain works in this way. I can look in front of me and I can see a huge diagram with every single thing is in place. So exactly the same does Miro with me, and everything that is on Notion with the notes and few tips that I need to write the article about is reflecting on this diagram.
Gotcha. And how do you guys split up the work?
She does the social media, I do the rest.
Oh, nice.
No.
Nice.
I do no.
Okay.
Okay. No. I do the editing too.
Yeah.
I pull out the articles on the website.
Oh yeah. She does that.
I do the proofreading.
I hate that.
Yeah, I do the proofreading. I do the editing of the pictures. Sometimes even the website design. I do the social media. You basically just write. I do the emails.
Yeah, basically just write.
Mainly, yeah. Yeah, so when he recently been to 2 conferences, so he needs to do the follow-up for pitching.
Oh, I'm so bad at that.
Exactly. So I'm trying to push him, like, you need to do it. I'll do the ones that you haven't met, but then you actually need to do the one that you met, because I wasn't there, so I don't know what you talked about. So I was kind of trying to push him with the emails, because then I look after the emails as well. So, and I'm chasing money, always. I'm the one chasing money. So that's how we split the duties.
I love that. Now, you guys are traveling a lot and, of course, creating all this content, putting it out there, but also like planning future trips, working with brands, things like that. I can imagine it can be a lot to do, especially while you're traveling. So how do you balance it with, having to figure out logistics of where you're staying or organizing yourself for a press trip or doing all that while also like maintaining all of the different things that you have to do?
Oh,
yeah.
That's always hard.
That's hard.
I remember our first trip in Southeast Asia when we get out from London. It was very hard. We literally were bouncing from one place to another. At some point I got dengue. And I was destroyed. I couldn't open the laptop.
Yeah.
And we met a friend, and it was like, guys, you cannot sustain this lifestyle. That's a lot, because we were working, we were exploring, we were in a completely different country, never been in Southeast Asia. I didn't eat any food that wasn't Westernized food before the trip.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like even adjusting and everything. And it so
he told us like, you need to slow down.
Yeah. And that point changed completely our life. We slowed down and we start to be in places a little bit longer. And longer means that sometimes we stayed even a couple of months. Like in Bangkok, we stayed 2 months.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We explored. It helped us even with the, I would say, even with our guides. We were shifting from regular travelers to slow travelers, and we love the terms that we found, that is slowmad, which is a combination. And we love that one, because I was able to I have deep passion for coffee, and that's a good way to say addiction. But basically for me it was good, because I was going from coffee place to coffee place. I was tasting different blends and stuff, so it was like even healthier for my my mind, and these does a lot.
Yeah.
Second trip in Southeast Asia, we were slowing down even more.
Yeah. We stayed a few months in Vietnam, so in that way it kind of helps us, like if there is a trip coming up, we have the time to plan it. For example, we were in Bangkok when we received this campaign for Visit Tampa Bay, and we were like, okay, the time frame is in January, so we will be back already in the UK, so we can sort things out. But then I had to renew my passport, so I was kind of like, okay, so we're back. Okay, I'm not gonna renew my passport. I'm gonna do it afterwards, because for the visa, if you get approved, I can't change the passport number. So all these kind of things, and I think staying there for 2 months kind of helped, because we were like, okay, yes, we can do it. Slowing down.
You can have a routine.
Yeah.
Your body adjusts completely.
Sure.
Don't get like one flight after another, one trip after another, chasing to find good places to eat, because when you are on the road it's difficult to cook even in places. Instead, when you are staying in one place, you can have different meals, you can have snacks. you can have like a mid break in the morning, which is always nice. You can have a routine. I don't go to the gym. Maybe one day I will go, but it was good for us we love to walk. So we were doing these long walks out.
True.
Instead, when you are always on the go, you are tired because you are
Yeah.
exploring. You don't have that much time, and you wanna you have to work, so you have to balance times with
Yeah.
that, and you never give more than a couple of hours on your business.
And having an account manager sometimes helps.
Yeah.
With especially with the emails, logistic invoices, the basic stuff, and helps.
Just text you on WhatsApp. Oh,
yeah.
you have got this.
You got this, or like pitching, or this. It helps a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What are some other things that you guys do besides slowing down your travel schedule for self-care so you don't burn out? Do you have any practices or things that you do?
So I go get my nails done.
I love it.
Yes.
At all time.
Yeah, at least once a month, wherever I go, whenever we are, like I always find somewhere where I need to get my nails done.
I love that.
Then, yeah. And then actually having our me time, like I was going out with the girls, even when we were in Asia with our friends. That's one thing that actually hasn't changed. So like at least every 2 weeks having that me time with my friends, and he's going out with his friends. But didn't change.
I have to be honest, compared to a few years back, we are getting more time out compared to before. We are more focused on we know that if we stay on the laptop without focus, doesn't make any sense. So it's better to close your laptop, go out, enjoy. And then when you are back on the desk, you are more focused, more inspired. You can achieve more in short time compared to wasting time just going randomly from one page to another.
And I'm actually reading a lot more.
Yeah.
So I love books. So, and sometimes when I was traveling, like, it doesn't fit my backpack. So when we were in Asia at some point, I was using the Kindle. But now since we're back, I'm back on buying, old school books. So, and actually I love that because before going back, I was just looking at TikTok, like stupid videos. Instead now I'm actually reading, and that's one thing that I'm glad it didn't change because I actually love it. Yeah.
That's awesome. As people who have worked and traveled all over the world, do you find that certain parts of the world or types of environments are more inspiring or more productive for you guys?
Yes, definitely. Like I think in Vietnam, when we were in Sapa, it was the most inspiring week. Like it was just telling you like create content because it's beautiful. Like even in Thailand or like for example now Morocco, yes, is beautiful. There are some parts that they're just saying, oh wow, it's so inspirational. Like I could stay here forever, like in Essaouira, like by the beach. That was beautiful. But then some other parts that are a little bit more boring. So you're like, oh, okay, that's it. But
that's what separates us from travelers normally. It's the fact that we have to find something that is interesting either way. But sometimes which one is the thing is the company that you are with. Sometimes we are with friends and stuff, and so content comes like nothing, even in boring places. So I would say it's some places might have a little bit of spark compared to others, but some others you need to find yourself.
You need to look for it, like really deep. Yeah,
now we are just looking for fun.
I love that. Have you guys ever experienced imposter syndrome?
All time. Every single day you wake up and you have it.
Yeah. What does it sound like to you?
You're not doing enough. Like sometimes I really feel like, oh, I haven't done anything today. And actually I've done a lot. So
I did have more before.
Yeah.
I did have more, and I was showing off way more.
Yeah.
Before everybody, even friends, were recognizing that I was having all time. It was literally like every time at last minute, every time I was like, oh, I need to check it out, one other things, because I was thinking that I didn't do a good job before. Enough.
True. Now I think since we slow down and kind of took the breaks between the travel kind of helped because I remember it was a few years ago I had really bad burnout. Like I was like, oh, I haven't done enough. I haven't done this. I'm not good enough, and the content is this. So I was for a week without opening laptop and not even my phone because
we were in the most relaxing places that we have ever been.
Yeah, so we were in Basco, and I was like, how could this happen?
Fully inspired, full with the creators, and no sign for her to crash, and she crashed.
Yeah. It's just like, because in the back of your mind, there is always that little voice like, oh, you haven't done nothing today. You're not good enough. And then you're like, oh. Yeah.
To be honest, I think everybody has got the imposter syndrome all the time.
Yeah.
And every day. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually, I think it's something that keeps you going in some ways if you know how to manage it. I'm still learning how to manage mine, and but now I know that if I keep doing exactly as I was doing, I had to live my life. Yeah. It's just like having a switch between work and your life. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you have done a lot or you have done a little in that day, because tomorrow you can do even more than you have done. The problem is that if your brain is working, if you don't make your brain working, and so having your free time, going out, enjoying friends, you will never achieve it. You will just always thinking, oh, I'm done. Yeah. This is not healthier at all. It's not neither about healthy things. It's just about yourself. Do you wanna live your life, or do you wanna live your work?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, absolutely. So true. How do you guys balance originality in your content with influence or inspiration from other travel creators? Because there's so many out there now.
Yeah. True. I don't. If you check my Instagram, it's stopped a few years back. If not with the repost from Passport and Stamps now, or my personal one, and that's the way I treat content creation at the moment. I really don't look at others. If not like getting my friends and stuff I got on my Instagram, but it's literally I think we are on our own journey, and this means that our experience are ours. That's why I keep notes of my trips and stuff, because first of all I do that because I wanna remember it, and when I get old, I wanna remind myself that I've been doing crazy stuff, like going from Hanoi to Halong Bay on a scooter for 5 hours, risking my life, and
that sounds
laughing
fun.
about that. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the things about the originality, even about the inspiration that we were talking before. It's like, for me now is the craziness that I'm happy that I can do a job that I love in my own terms, and I can write my own story, my own experiences. That's the best things ever. And it's the originality comes with you being yourself. That's why even we launched the series on Instagram that is more about raw kind of a YouTube vlog style, like to show off that we are those two crazy stupid people that's embrace
the
whatever
journey from Hanoi to Halong Bay.
Yeah.
On a 5 hours on a scoopy.
Yeah, that's our balance of originality. It's like there is a lot of out there. I'm influenced by a lot of Instagram things, like seeing places. I want to visit places. This is impossible to be not inspired by, but for me it's inspiration. It's kind of, oh, I want to do, oh, that sounds crazy, let's do. I said, like, one of the inspiration that came was like, we were in Singapore, we had to go to Bangkok, and I thought that, oh, I've looked at a lot of people that are doing the routes by land from Singapore to Bangkok. We have a couple of days. Shall we do that?
Okay.
That was the things. And then it turned out completely different than the other
wrong
people.
Way,
People took the train. We couldn't find the train.
No, it was a public holiday in Thailand, so we didn't find the train. So even though like we were inspired the kind of same journey, but then it turned out to be completely different because of course it was a public holiday, so no train, so we had to stay an extra night in Thailand in a random city. So yeah, this kind of thing. And to be honest, not looking at others. So like, yeah, you see what's trendy at the moment, but then it's always
the trendiness. We look at that.
Yeah, we look at that.
Like Morocco comes from one of the things like we have ditched that trip from so long.
Yeah.
For many reasons, wasn't possible one time. Dates didn't work out and things like that. But then we looked at that and say, okay, this year might be the year of Morocco, and we need to work on it.
Yeah.
So it's even looking at the trends at some point. We thought that it's impossible to see some parts of the world now because of what's going on. Yeah. So maybe a lot of people from the UK will ditch to go to Morocco because it's just 4 hours direct flight.
Yeah.
Gotcha. When someone looks through your content, whether that's on one of your websites or on social media, what do you hope that they think and they feel when they're seeing passports and stamp stuff?
Authenticity, first of all. I want that people feel that we are exactly the same as we show on the social media. And the second thing is that there is a brand behind, besides being just like a social media account or a general blog. We want that they feel seamless, that there is something that's grows and builds behind. I don't want to leave the people just with reading my guides on the blog. I want them to feel it with videos on Instagram. Or I hope that one day I can make it up, and that's YouTube as well as got the guides. We are still keeping shooting the videos, but I never have the time to edit.
Maybe
but I wanna that the people feel that it's authentic, because you can go everywhere in our social media and our accounts, and they see exactly the same people doing crazy stuff, and they are the most authentic
people.
And if you reach out us on Instagram, we are always there to answer, reply,
definitely.
or say, oh, we actually done that as well. This is our tip and things like that. We have plenty of messages. And
especially
that's
when
nice
we
thing.
pull out the content from China. So there was this lady that messaged us asking about the Lao riverboat that we did. And she was like, oh, I read your article about it. What do you guys think? I'm thinking to do this and this.
And they contacted us on Instagram. So it's the classic example that I want, and we are trying to build up more and more. It's like seamless going from one platform to another, and you find ourselves anyway.
Yeah. Well, I can speak as someone who has followed you online for a while and met you in person that you guys are totally the same, totally authentic. So yeah, you're doing a great job in that respect, because you guys are so real. And I've met people before where you follow them and you kind of meet them in person and they're like, it's just a different vibe, you know? And I can say that's definitely not the case. You guys are just as warm and friendly and fun in real life as you are online.
Thank you.
What do you want passports and stamps, or how do you want passports and stamps to change or evolve over the next couple of years?
Ooh,
that's a lot.
Maybe
it's changing.
Yeah,
it's already changing. Actually, it will change completely the graphic theme by the end of the year as well. We are already working on it.
It's changing with the trends as well.
It's changing with the trends.
Keeping up with the Google updates, keeping up with the content format. All these
kind of
things
is changing.
Is always changing. So trying to keep up with all these things. Change is part of life, so it's going to be part of passport and stamps as well.
You spoke before about originality in the content as well, and we are working a lot about that. We had a few back in the past few years, so we decided that it's now time to accelerate the change and make it more as real as possible. So we are integrating our social media within the content even more. We have worked on a shop on our website where we give literally every single hidden gem we know about places, and we know very well about Bali. We know very well about Thailand, Chiang Mai. We give in the shop, there are those guides that are available, and there is more details than our guides, I would say, guides, and even different combined guides within it. So it's what we are developing is one go source that is seamless within even mobile and desktop, which Passport and Stamps born on the desktop instead now is changing the skin to be more mobile first. And yes, it's more about seamless between social media and the blog. I would say that people say that blogs it's dead from so many years. I would say that I was having a marketing agency back in the day before I was starting even my journey in travel blogging, and they were already saying that was dead. To be honest, it's thriving more and more, and even we actually today we were talking with a PR agency about our blog and how it's driving sales to destinations, and they were asking to pitch a Tunis board if we can help them giving our sales details for the sales in the last few days, and that's a good thing. We don't push the sales because it's just genuine what we do, and this reflects even on our travel, reflects on the people, the quality of the people that travel, and the kind of experience that we want to deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, this has been wonderful. Are you ready to move into the lightning round?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm scared about that.
Okay. Don't be scared. What is something new that you've tried lately? It could be totally random. It doesn't have to be related to anything we talked about. Or it can be.
Something new.
Something new that you tried lately.
Something new I tried lately. Oh. I have nothing. Okay. I don't know, something new.
Getting in the brain to work.
You have something new.
What I've got?
I don't know. No, I think something new. It's readjusting to the routine. Yeah, it's what I'm trying different routines. What is working more? I have a problem with my brain. Doesn't wake up really easily in the morning, and I need 2 coffees before my brain completely switch on, and I don't have to open the laptop, because once I open the laptop is the end. And what I'm trying to do is to waking up, go for a walk, and don't take my phones. It's just I don't look at my phones early in the morning. I get my coffee, I get out for a walk, and that's starting to work.
I love.
I will see in the next few weeks. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Something new. We adopted a puppy.
Yeah, we
got a little dog.
You guys got a dog?
No, it's not our dog.
It's not our dog, but it's kind of like our dog.
Yeah, so, it's kind of our dog. Every time that we are back in London, we get to pet sitting our friend's dog, which is one of the loveliest dog ever, and he's helping us with the routine, literally, because he need to go in. He has his needs, and even we want to play quite a lot.
Yeah. So you see, this is something new because it's something that we've never done before, like pet sitting or stuff. So yeah, that's something new. Like
we are doing this one. We are taking this puppy everywhere. And in fact, we have been here, been there, been everywhere.
We created a little.
His name is Bean.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I travel with my dogs too, my boyfriend and I, and yeah, it's such a joy being able to bring your dogs places and kind of get to see the world through their eyes.
Yes, definitely. And the good thing is that here in London, they are also dog friendly, so you can bring him everywhere. So
I love that. Yeah, here in Brooklyn, a lot of restaurants, as long as they have outdoor seating, are almost all dog friendly. So it's really wonderful. And a lot of coffee shops will have a little jar of dog treats right by the cash register. Nice. So yeah, it's really nice.
Those are the best places.
Yeah, 100%. Do you have a lesson or a message that you want to share with listeners?
Keep following your dream, but even if it's hard, it's gonna be worth it, because if you believe in it, it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah,
always.
And
no regrets.
I don't want to change anything about this journey, because it took me a lot of good things. Take away a lot of days, but those are my days. It's not the days at somebody else's terms. So this one is like, I always keep in my mind that every day that you wake up, you are working on your own terms for your own dream to build up something for yourself.
I love that. Absolutely. What is one thing you wish you knew when you were first starting out?
That is not so easy as it look like.
I wanna tell to myself back in the day, don't work until late. Don't waste your time when your brain is not working. I crashed my site 2 times because of that.
Yes. 3 times, darling.
Yeah.
That's fantastic advice. All right, guys, this has been so wonderful. Could you please tell everybody where they can find you, check out your work, support you guys, tell us all the things?
You can find us anywhere from Instagram, website, TikTok, Passport and Stamps.
Yeah. This is website as well, passportandStamps.com. And from there you can find all the rest of the channel if you're interested in other destinations.
Yes, and if you have any question on any of the destination, especially Asia, because we love Asia so much, you can just drop us a message.
Yeah, it's very easy to find us because there is always our photo everywhere, so you can recognize us.
Wonderful. Guys, this has been so much fun, and I've had so much fun catching up with you guys, but thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having us. It was lovely to see you again.
Amazing.
Hopefully we come over in New York.
Yeah, you guys have an open invite to come visit whenever. My boyfriend and I have a guest bed. You guys can stay in our guest bed if you want, anytime.
Thank you.
Yes. Prepare it. We are taking the flights.
Maybe soon, hopefully.